against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, the process in Philly has finally started yielding big results. The Sixers have star players and tremendous fans who stood by them through the lean years, and they're ecstatic at what they're seeing on the court. There are a handful of elite teams in the East, Kevin, but the Sixers are confident they belong with the best of them.
They certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. We've got a terrific front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who was the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in the hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Thibault in at the 2. Valanciunas finds Brooks. 6 to shoot. There's Winslow. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win. Look at that.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic in seeing when one of his guys is open.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Simmons. A floater, and Morant will lay it in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
The pass to Howard. Poked away. Morant with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket.
So good at making plays in the open floor, whether Morant's running the break or finishing.
And here is Simmons. Bobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And it's blocked. Here's Thibault. Brooks covering. Pass to Embiid. Simmons looking around. Shoots over Morant. The offensive rebound. A nice shot by Embiid.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, but they recover it. They grab their own miss. Embiid, the second effort. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, I love how Embiid ran the floor there. I mean, he found his spot and finished strong.
Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Jackson trying to break free. And it's blocked by Simmons. Here's Thibault. Here's Harris. And the layup's good off the glass.
And off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Morant. And the rejection by Embiid. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. No points in the game yet for him. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Here's Simmons. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Fourth, Joel Embiid.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Right side Jackson. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Morant to end the run. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Howard, the pass to Embiid, and easy 2 points on the layup. Embiid's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Simmons, to the left side wing. Valanciunas against Embiid, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
In a moment here to check out the stats for Ben Simmons. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 7 assists and 9 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
2 on the clock.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter. Settling for shots, he'd be better off passing up.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help this team. Check out stats for Embiid. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Here's Thibault. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Shoots from 14. Thibault can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Passes to Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got his third basket of the night.
Picking, moving, looking for his spots. Morant slithering around the court with the ball on the string.
Pass to Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Morant. On the wing, Winslow. Right wing, Brooks outside. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. Down low. Here's Embiid, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket.
And you look at Joel Embiid, maybe the best two-way big man, Chris, in the NBA today. If there's anything he needs to work on, what would that be?
Well, I still think that there's room for growth as far as his playmaking. I mean, Kevin, he's going to command double teams on a nightly basis. So it's all about taking advantage of the defense for sending that extra man. What's up?
And Chris, as skilled as he is offensively, some overlook Joel Embiid's defensive impact.
Yeah, Kevin, he's the centerpiece of their defense. He's an outstanding rim protector, and he moves great for a player his size.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Pass to Brooks. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Howard kicks to Simmons. Embiid against Valanciunas, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Morant. Back to Brooks. Harris against Winslow. Takes the 13-footer. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Pass to Simmons. The 76ers with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Here's the floater. And Embiid with the block. Now the 76ers on the break. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Simmons. Goes up the baseline. And he gets the jumper to drop. That's now 8 points for John Morant.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Outside, Simmons. From the baseline. Simmons missing again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Now here is Harris. 6 points for him. The quick look, no good that time.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Shot's good by Simmons.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the shot goes down. And it's 13 points for Joel Embiid.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Here's Morant. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 15. Lobbed up there for Howard. Stolen by Jackson. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Knocked loose. Here's Morant. And Embiid with the block.
And the wingspan of Embiid, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
And Simmons slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Brooks. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Now the pass to Valanciunas. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Brooks. Morant with it. That one's off. Still out of sync. Here's Thibault. Simmons left side. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just wanted more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Brooks is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Howard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Burks' shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Jones drives in. Valanciunas.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Brooks against Simmons. Outside Curry. He kicks to Burks. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 8.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Valanciunas hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Count it. And that's now 10 points for Dwight Howard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Burks, the pass to Simmons. Can't hit that one. The Grizzlies shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Anderson dishes to Jones. Burks covering. Good D by Embiid.
He's got good position down low, but still forces it in the face of some very tight defense.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Memphis called for the foul.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Simmons.
A triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robinson with the pace he's piling them up.
Gorgie Dang's checked in for Memphis. And Simmons drops them both. And you look at the all-around impact of Ben Simmons, already a star and an all-star. You know what, Chris? If he adds a jump shot, how good do you think he can be?
Whoa. Some say you better polish up that MVP trophy. I mean, perimeter shooting, the only thing he really lacks.
Now, here's Anderson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now, here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Feeds it to Howard. Over Brooks. That's good from Howard on the assist by Curry. Howard's got 12 in the game.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Simmons, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Memphis called for the foul.
Oh, what athleticism from the young guard. Simmons is excellent at cutting into the heart of the defense.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
Clark, he's checked in for Brooks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minds. But we're seeing that league-wide, teams are going with former agents and lawyers in their front office.
Here's Clark. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Here's Curry, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with Embiid and Ben Simmons both at their best in the paint, maybe not the ideal fit if you're the Sixers and you had to trade one of them, which is it?
Oh, man, that's so tough. They're both great players, GA, but Embiid, his health remains a question mark. And Simmons, you know, imagine if you have a team of shooters built around him like Giannis in Milwaukee. That's a tough question.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And both free throws good for Curry. And so here's Memphis. Now Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. It finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
The first free throw is good.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Now here's Jones. 9 points last game. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Curry looking around. Shoots from the baseline. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty. when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Teardrop shot, Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Curry passes to Harris. Passes it to Howard. Unable to get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Harris against Anderson. Up top, Jang. Dishes to Clark. Trying to get open is Jang. No good from Clark. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And for Memphis, their shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Baseline J on the way, and it's Morant missing. 76ers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Milton's shot is good.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And here's Morant. He's got 8. A floater, and it's good on the layup. Morant's got 10.
Just to make him a little more unstoppable, Morant's developed a deadly teardrop.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Morant and Embiid with the block.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Here is outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Guarded by Curry. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of the game. Here's Jang. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Harris outside. Back to Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Kevin, the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Clark, and so he makes both from the line.
Is there a more entertaining player in this league than Joel Embiid? I mean, on the court, he's a 7+ footer who can do it all. Off the court, no one better on social media.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. And they pick up 2. Morant's got 12. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. 56 seconds left here in the second. Here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Here's Embiid. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Anderson. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
The 76ers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Now here's Embiid. He's got 23. It's Curry outside, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Morant with it. 12 points for him. From the line, misses off the right iron. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Philadelphia ahead, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 23 points, 7 block shots, and a monster amount of rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Yeah, guarding Embiid is such a challenge because of the size and athleticism. Also plays with a lot of heart. He has a little nasty to his game. I remember playing alongside a center like that.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
We've got Ben Simmons. Howard is out there with Embiid. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Bible in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And for Memphis, they're shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Now here's Morant, guarded by Harris. Good D by Embiid.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Jackson. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
Now here's Simmons. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer, and they still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learned it from a great how to get buckets.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Just 3 to shoot. They get it back. And again, Dwight Howard. Howard's got 6 here in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Simmons. Out to Brooks. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And there's the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Guarded by Valanciunas. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. Coming off a terrific season. He put up about 20 points per game last season. 8 rebounds and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others. No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That's good from Simmons. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by John Morant. The drive by Simmons. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 5 assists tonight. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Morant. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
That jumper is just looking clean and confident. Very little that Morant can't do.
Pass to Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 19 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. No good from Valanciunas.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And Simmons slams it in.
That's all you have to do. Throw it in Simmons' general direction. He'll take care of the rest.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Passes it to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Howard. He's got 19. And they double up Embiid. Pass to Thibault. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And he'll be happy that they're in front. He knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that.
Winslow up top, headed by Simmons. No good from Valanciunas.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Baseline try, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Simmons passes to Thibault. Harris outside. Morant comes with the double team, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Brooks is checked in. That's another rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Al Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Clock at 4. Here's Morant. A three-pointer off the mark. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
No good from Simmons. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now Winslow. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the pass to Valanciunas. And Embiid pulls it down. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now here's Simmons. 21 points in the game. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Thibault. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
The Grizzlies have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here's Morant. He's got 19. Pass to Valanciunas. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. 76ers shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Simmons against Winslow. And here's Burks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. Free throw good. Burks. Both shots good from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Burks. Over Brooks. Trains it from 17 feet out. Burks has got 7 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Right side Jackson. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Here's Morant after Ben Simmons' bucket. The feed to Valanciunas. Outside Jackson. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Simmons. And no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Valanciunas, and Jones subbed in for Justice Winslow. Here's Morant. 21 points in the game.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And what really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already. And the second free throw, good.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Left side, Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Memphis has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Good work there as it goes. And that's now 24 points for Ja Morant.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Curry with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. He dishes it to Simmons. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 27 points for Ben Simmons.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
The pass to Morant. Clock at 6. With some arc. Good D by Embiid. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. They get it again. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work at getting after it on the glass.
And so it's Philadelphia holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Memphis, Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Gorgie Day. Then it's Jones. And here's Anderson from the arc. But they get it back. Here's Clark, defended by Scott. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Clark. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Pass to Burks. Lets it go from deep. And again with the rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. First free throw is good. Just regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshallonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Now here's Jones. Now the dish to Clark. Over to the wing. Here's Anderson. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Oh, man, the coaching staff wants Anderson to be aggressive. They know he can hit this shot when he's given a chance.
Passes it to Milton. Shoots from 12. Here's Embiid, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left. His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Here's Milton, defended by Jones. Milton's shot is good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Milton. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Green deciding where to go with it. Scott inside, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You got to let me say that. And if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working to protect it.
Here's Milton. Dishes it to Scott. Pass to Milton. And he banks in the layup. Milton's got 4 this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Clark. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been
Kevin.
this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit you want to see guys walking. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wear that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Back to Green. Kicks it to Howard. Over Jang, and there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Green. And that's now 21 points for Howard. Jones with it. Guarded by Green. There's the pass to Jang. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Smith checked in for Shake Milton. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Five on the clock. Here's Jones. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. Smith scanning the floor. Outside, Green. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Scott. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. Yep, that one goes. Clark's got 8 points in the quarter. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Smith against Jones. There's Green with the 3. Here's Howard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Jones on the wing. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Clark. Right side, Jackson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Josh Jackson. And he can't get the first one. And the 76ers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Jones dishes to Tolliver. He kicks to Clark. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Smith outside. Pass to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Smith for 3. But they'll get another chance.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Now here's Jones. He dishes it to Clark. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Smith against Jones. Passes it to Howard. No good there. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Smith against Jones. Pass to Jackson. 3-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Scott. Misses from short range. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
Now here is Smith. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
.158 left in the 4th quarter. From 11 feet away, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Now here is Robinson. Back to Howard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. To the middle. Here's Clark. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Clark's got 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
And that one falls for Clark. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Green comes in for Korkmaz, and Memphis making a change here. Philadelphia on D. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by Harris. Smith outside. The pass to Robinson. Harris with it. Tolliver on him. Shot clock at 4, and it's Harris with the bucket inside.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Here's Clark. The dish to Tolliver. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Now Harris. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone. Great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly.